Good evening. So, our topic tonight is the continuation of getting to know your God. Meaning to say, I'm afraid that the evolutions of time and the generations to come, that humans, especially in the Philippines, were lost their essence and lost their belief that there is God existing. So, I want to clarify on that, and I don't like that we come to the world where humans are free to do their things because they don't believe God existed anymore. And then I think for them, the God for them is humans. And then the God for them is humans, any human being who are very influential and gives them free money, which is it really it really vanish or vanish the essence of being God once there is money involved. I think that's what we need to clarify, that if to be able to be labeled as God, don't get involved money with it. I think that's basically, and I think that what makes Saint Michael the books really, oh my God. Even myself, I know already, I got already the hint that when I die. So, see, so I don't know, 50-50 chances, because as I already explained, that when any humans died, there is a God waiting for us in the cemetery to assess the feelings and censor the emotions of the living family members, if who you are. So that's the situations with Michael as well. So now, God is an accumulated spirits from huge tangible physical bodies, and then I already discussed back then. So this time we will add fire. So fire, which is created from geothermal energy, and then also from volcanic. So there is fire underneath the underneath the sand, and then plus the rig. There's so many rigs that they're digging also, that there is oil, and there is, yes, so I missed out for that, for the additional for the minerals. So see how wonderful the sand is, as it is. So where we live on, and then I will add more waterfalls. So waterfalls is different from oceans. Waterfalls going to rivers. Then electricity. Electricity, it derives more on, they are going to be used as electricity. So imagine how much electricity is useful to human beings, especially people who are living on the sun. So if you get the spirits of the fire, and then the geothermal energy, the waterfalls, and the oil, I guess there is God exist. So especially if there's money derived from that huge tangible spirits. So my goodness, people, especially young generations, oh, meaning there is no God. We are atheists because we don't believe God anymore. Excuse me, do you have money? Because if you have money, move out from this sun right now in on Earth, and then move to the different planets, and then I will tell you, oh, it's just still part of planet Earth. Okay? So that's why we need to clarify. I know it's against the will in the Holy Bible. There's already so many prophecy about, meaning it's bad to adore anything under the sun or under the universe or on earth. So it's really, I want to violate that because I don't lose the essence of the faith of humans, that they are now turning into atheists because they wanted God as human being. So who you are, what groups you belong, that you believe in that, pick which use tangible physical bodies as spirits, their spirits, and you pick, is that your God, since God is where your money came from. Now let's go to humans. In humans, it's so critical to be labeled as God to humans, especially nowadays, because there's so many claimants as Jesus Christ. So it's really tricky. That's why it's my assignment, and I think this is an assignment also for other people, especially those who are the killers of whoever the claimants as. I think the killers for Jesus Christ, claimants as humans, are the real relatives and bloodlines of Jesus Christ. Basically, Jesus Christ. And then, yeah. And then the second one is Roman Catholic Church themselves. They should be the one that is defending Jesus. But I guess Jesus Christ for Roman Catholics, Jesus Christ is their enemies, physically. I strongly believe in that. Because, I don't know, it's their problem. That's what I'm saying. It's their problem of Roman Catholic Church to resolve why I was baptized and God the Father as Holy Spirit told me that I am Jesus, and it really insisted me and gets me like really scares me like get the emotions of how much I love Michael. And so I had a trauma against Michael. I think I got the trauma, and all the gods as well, they are afraid of Michael as well as spirits. So I don't know how come it happened. How did it happen? I don't know. This is all I could say, people. I don't know nothing. All I did in life is just I followed the trail, and I just follow what I can do, and I'll just take opportunities and chances in life in order to be my dying man, my American man is going to be with God. So that's my problem, huh? Then Roman Catholic Church will be going to in Vatican City will find the resolutions for the case of Michael because he is a Roman Catholic since birth and in his birth certificate, and at the same time, even if how much I was insisted him to be born again like my church is and my belief is, he don't. He has rules that my religion is my religion, his religion is his religion, and his belief is his belief. So we have a separations of churches, and we both respect whatever the rules that he had. When he set his rules, he has rules, and then I'm a followers. More in our relationship, I am more on a followers. I think that's why he was crucified because I am more following in him, and then I cannot stand up as a woman on what is my belief on the situations in every situations or in every rules that he set. I cannot insisted what is mine. That's why he was crucified, and he really break the code of the crucifixion of the cross, knowing subconsciously, and meaning, we humans have some memory, and especially if you're a spiritual person and really you're kind of studying how it works, for all Jesus Christ Clemens or Jesus Clemens or Lucifer Clemens, meaning there are people in or on earth that really they study that kind of situations in the real settings, that how come it's me. So in myself as well, subconsciously, or my memory card on my life or in my genes, they cannot detect that any desire in myself to be Jesus, any desire to be Jesus Christ, or any desire to be God. My biggest desire is Michael was dying. So what do you expect? I just give my eyes rolls or big my eyes, meaning making my eyes big and just whatever. So it's not that way. Plus also my last episode for the salvation is that I really worship because I come to the point in my life where the good God never approaches me or never appeared to me. So my spirit as well died in such a way that there is no good God for me. But I mean, as a normal human being, I continues living. So, but there was a chances in my life that I had to to catch Lucifer and all the demons. And at the same time, I know I cannot be also be be labeled as meaning, because I was catching demons since April 50, no, May 2nd, and started from May 2nd. I got already the God is love type of depression where someone is following me around, and all the codes like cars, trucks, similar with Michael with what he was obsessed before, like numbers. He was having a notebook back then when he was still alive, and then to record the numbers of the pots. So he finished that until 500. I think he missed out some numbers, few numbers for it. That's what he was doing to keep him busy. So I also experienced with that, and it's all meaning situationals. God is love. It's very, and then I found that kind of sickness in some prophetics women in the US and men. Most of the prophets people, some of the prophets, false prophets, they have the same mental sickness that I had, the second degree, because the first degree that I have is emotional and situational type of depression. So meaning to say it's normal to occur in a person who is traumatized, but it's more on emotional, and I get rid of it because I know I'm a teacher, so I know it's very it's not good for myself that I will be getting any psychological depression because I will be kicked out in the deep end. So I'm so very careful even during the 2017 to 2019. I'm so careful with my life and myself, and even the way I have my food missed out and my sleeplessness time. I really tried to pray, or I don't know, I have made some meditations or some kind of 1 hour of sleep is really enough for my body in order for me that later on, what if Michael died? How will I adapt? So I was already aware of my situations, and at the same time very careful. Now, it's so that's my the last steps that I did for salvation for Michael in his life, in his travel to the death life is catching Lucifers and all the demons, because I had a mental sickness derived from I want that's what I always mention. It's not craziness, ha. I have a unique mental sickness that I cannot mention it to you all because I have a person. It's. I know somebody that it's against his will to really say that. Even my current boyfriend, he knew my sickness, so it's our private life. I don't like people to get involved with that, but it's a magical, magical that I have that. I will keep that as a proof and evidence that God truly loves me. Even in spite of everything, He really loves me beyond that no man can comprehend, no human can comprehend. Instead, myself and my man. So now, oh my God, no, I'm just normal. I'm just a human being. I don't like the generations of humans, especially teenagers, that they lose their faith in God. I don't. Please. I know there are people who wanted to know if there is really God. And I concluded, in the afterlife, here's the thing, in the afterlife, Michael told me there is no God, Luchi. And then when I traveled as well in myself, after Michael told me that, I traveled myself going to heaven. But there's a trick situations. There are types of forces applied to myself, and I think my time is up, so I have to end this.